Okay, students, good morning to you all. Yesterday I shared with you how to calculate the cube root. Especially I have given you the solution of all the questions of your exercise 7.2. Your exercise 7.2, we learn how to find the cube root. And how to find the cube root means mostly we have focused in exercise 7.2 upon prime factorization method. So in between I shared something extra with you that was related to your some estimation method. For that, again I would like to repeat that you just prepare this table with you by writing the unit digits of the number in one column, unit digit of the number, that is n, and in second column you can write unit digit of the cube root of the number, unit digit of the cube root of the number. That you can say if the number is n, so cube root is like this, third root of that n or x. So if 0 is there at the unit place of any given number, so in that number's cube root at unit place 0 will be there. For example 10. So if you are getting the cube of 10, it will be 10 into 10 into 10, that is 1000. So cube root of 1000 it will be getting at unit place of 1000's cube root, again 0 will be there. Then if you are talking from 1, so again there will be 1. So if 1 you are taking, so 1 into 1 into 1. 1 into 1 into 1 will again give you at the units place 1. Then if you are looking for 2, so 2 into 2 into 2, that is 8. So unit digit of the number it is n, that is 2, so cube roots, unit place digit will be 8. Then similarly for 3, that will be 7. For 4, again you can see will remain 4. For 5, 5 into 5 into 5, again 5. Then 6, again 6. But in case of 7, it will be 3. In case of 7, it will be 3. And in case of 8, it will be 2. And in case of 9, it will be 9. So now the method, estimation method, one limitation is there. Mostly we can just apply that to find the cube root of the 6th digit. Suppose I am sharing with you here 1, 7, 5, 3 more digits. I am taking is 6, 1, 6. Find the cube root of. No doubt you have the option available with you. You can go for the prime factorization method. But the method I am sharing with you, what you do is, you just divide it into 2 parts. First 3 digits and then the second 3 digits, like this. This is the first part I am taking, this is the second part I am taking. Now you just keep a watch upon the unit digit of this. Here, the unit digit is 6. Unit digit is 6. So show the unit digit of its cube root also. Unit digits of its cube root also will be 6. As I told you there, will be 6. So it means when I will be finding this cube root of this number, cube root of this number 175616, cube root of this number 175616. The unit place digit will be equal to 6. So once you are finding the cube root of the 6 digits, you know in its cube roots only 2 digits will be there. That's why I am sharing how you can determine the cube root of 6 digits number by saving your time by using this splitting method into 2 parts, or this method is also known as your estimation method. So it is clear. Keep this in your mind with unit place digit. Here it is 6. Check on its cube root from this table also. Again will be 6. Now to check the digits on its tens place. Now the second part here is 175. Now for this 175, you try 1 and 2, 1 cube is 1, 2 cube is 8. Upon which two numbers cube this 175 is lying? So if I take the cube of 5, it becomes 125. 5 cube is 125. And 6 cube is what? 216. So 175 is lying between the cube of 5 and 6. 175, in that way I have to estimate where does this number exist, that is the cube. So cube of 5 I know is 125, cube of 6 is 216, so in between these two numbers cube 175 will be there. So out of these two you have to pick the smaller one, that you will be putting there on its tens place digit. I hope you understand. So, second part you have to pick and you have to judge between which two numbers cube this number will be lying. As I have given an example here. Out of those two, which one is the smaller, that you have to put on its tens place digit. So, if you will be picking the cube root of 1,75,616, you can write your answer is equal to 56. So that will be great help for you. Like there are the big numbers also given in your textbook. You were to find the cube root, like in yesterday's exercise somewhere we have solved the number of 8 digits even. So what you can do, 8 digits number or 10 digits number, and just in the beginning you can start with prime factorization, but when you are reaching to its 6th place digit, the 6th place digits, directly you can start with your estimation method. Your estimation method will definitely be a great help to you all. From the time saving point of view, I would like to add, and then you can proceed for another number. So if you want to add another example, I can add like 166, 375. So quickly you just can give a look to that. Here, this is the first part, this is the second part. At unit place, 5 is there, so 5 will be there at the unit place. 166, again you can see, 166 again is lying between these two. 5 cube is 125, 6 cube is 216. So 166 is the second part there. So 166 again will be lying between 5 and 6 cube. So smaller one is 5. So if I will find the cube root of 1,66,375, that will become somewhere equal to 55. So that was my another point to share with you how you can go for the estimation method. But remember, the limitation of this method is only up to the 6 digits number. You can apply this. Now, all questions of your exercise 7.2 I have solved and I have shared with you the solution during your live class. From your difficulty point of view, you just can talk to me during the next live class. So this topic is also over. That is cubes and cube roots. So next, from your syllabus point of view, the topic we will be taking is your data handling. So now data handling, what is there we have to do, please make a note of that to this lecture. What we have to do there, and please start preparing for that, because most of the things I know you have done in your previous classes, that is your class 6 and class 7. So you have the better opportunity here to score the marks, and this topic will be there in your midterm examinations also. So data handling, first of all, you make it very clearly what is data. What is data? You know raw data. What is this raw data is? First of all, data. Data, when you are talking about, simply you can say the collection of observations. Collections of observations. Anything I am just noting down, I am preparing a list of the tests I have distributed in any of the class where I conducted the test. That is the data. That is the data. Listing of the observations, you can say. Then raw data, as it is, that is its actual form, that is called the raw data. Actual form is the raw data. I did not pay any attention from its frequency point of view, its tabulation point of view. I just saw and picked up that and just collected the information. That is called its original form. Then the data is lying in its original form is called the raw data. Then arranged data. Arranged data. So array data is also called that. Arranged data, once you have done the tabulation, that is called the arranged data. Now there are two types of this. Grouped frequency, ungrouped frequency, ungrouped frequency data, or grouped frequency. Ungrouped frequency distribution or grouped frequency distribution. This is there in the arranged data. Means you have done the tabulation. Now try to understand the difference between these two. What do you mean by ungrouped and what do you mean by grouped? Frequency distribution I have written in both. Now suppose I have conducted a test of mathematics in a class of students 50. So what happened? I have written the marks, like 0 mark is there, 1 is there, 2 is there, 3 is there, and so on up to 50. Now how many students scored 0? So I said 7. How many students scored 1? Suppose those were 2 only. How many students scored 2? There was 1. How many students scored? There were 5. 4 was 10, and so on up to 50. When I am writing their number, so that is called ungrouped frequency distribution. Now why ungrouped? Because 0 to 50 I have to write, and then how many students, their frequency, number of students, because I am mentioning there, that is called the frequency. So once you are just talking about the definition of frequency, this word is also very, very important from the understanding point of view. So frequency, when you talk about frequency, that is the number of times a particular observation occurs. Number of times a particular observation occurs is called its frequency. So that is, there are 0 is coming 7 times. 7 students are there who are scoring 0. The number of times the situation is taking place. That is called its frequency. But why this is ungrouped? Because now if I will talk about the students who have scored 3.5, 3.5, 3.7, those all are missing. So that is not all covering from 0 to 50 because I am just talking about the whole numbers. So all the times you people do not score whole number score, it can be there in points also. So this is somewhere ungrouped. So this is ungrouped frequency. But if I make the group of that, what is that? 0 to 10, 10 to 20, 20 to 30, 30 to 40, and 40 to 50. Now I have divided the data in groups. 0 to 10, how many students are there falling between 0 to 10? Now I have covered everything, whether that is in points. So no one can be missed now in this data. So these are called the groups, small groups, as per my own convenience I have made. So this is called your grouped frequency distribution. Now this is ungrouped. Again you need to write, but this is the exclusive form. 10 will not be counted here. 10 will be the part of your next. So these are called the class intervals. These are called the class intervals. So I am saying the groups. You have made the groups, but from the statistics language point of view, these are known as the class intervals, in which 0 is its lower limit and 10 is its upper limit, and respectively their frequencies. But here my focus is just to make you people aware about the difference between the two. What is your ungrouped and what is your grouped. Secondary part I will be covering as per your syllabus in your coming exercises. So I hope that is clear. That is also the part of your syllabus somewhere. So this is the ungrouped frequency distribution and grouped frequency distribution. Then after that you have two more things you need to discuss about the data. Then types of data: primary data and secondary data. Primary data and secondary data. As I said, when you are talking about the data is simply the calculations, means the collection of observations, not calculations. So when I am talking about primary data is the data collected by someone individually. So when you yourself are involved in that, so that data is more reliable data. You just can explain that in details. You are the best one who involved yourself and who have the thorough knowledge of the content of that data. So that is always more reliable. And secondary data is the data when you are taking help of others to collect that information. That is called as secondary data, and secondary data is not that much reliable comparative to primary data, because that information through persons, through media, through internet you are using, through other books somewhere, and not necessarily the things covered are updated in those books or not. So some errors can also be there. That's why this secondary data is not reliable data, that much reliable data. Errors can be there, but data is of two types, primary and secondary. This is definitions point of view. You should know what is primary and what is secondary. Then is your range. One more word is there. From the definition covering point of view, you should know what is range of the data. R-A-N-G-E. The range is the difference between the highest and the lowest reading. Difference between the highest and the lowest reading. Highest and the lowest reading. So this is your range of the data. So that can also be asked, what is the definition of the range of the data? Then is your a representation. What is this statistics? Data handling. Data handling is simple way you can answer. Statistics is the branch of mathematics which deals with the interpretation of data. Interpretation of data. So that is maybe there in tabular form. The tabular form I discussed with you, grouped frequency or ungrouped frequency tables you need to perform. I hope you have done the tally marks and all in your previous classes from the table making point of view. Then pictorial. Pictorial, when you are talking about pictorial means pictures. तो वो ग्राफ हो सकता है, ग्राफिकली पाई चार्ट हो सकता है, वो आपका बार ग्राफ हो सकता है, बार ग्राफ। एक नया आपके पास आएगा हिस्टोग्राफ, ये इसी का है, मॉडिफिकेशन ऑफ बार ग्राफ, modification of bar graph. If you text is called histogram, तो आप उसके थ्रू भी उसको शो कर सकते हो। So all these are the pictures. मेरे को जब भी दिखाना है तो ग्राफिकली आप उसको दिखा सकते हो। पाई चार्ट ये सर्कल में कोई सेक्टर बना के डिफरेंट सेक्टर्स उनके डिफरेंट एंगल्स आपने जो ड्रॉ कर दिए, तो देन दिस काइंड ऑफ फिगर इज कॉल्ड अ पाई चार्ट। पाई चार्ट आल्सो यू कैन स्टडी इन टू मैनर्स, टू ड्रॉ एंड टू रीड, टू ड्रॉ एंड टू रीड। Either you can be asked to read the pie chart, from there you have to answer, or you have to draw the pie chart from the given data. Then bar graph, I hope you have done up to class 7. One bar भी together हो सकता है, 2 club bar can be there, and histogram, as I said, will be added to your knowledge. When those bar will be joined together, no gap will be kept between them, then that picture is called the histogram. So that is a presentation there through graphs and pictures when you are representing your data. So all these are the part of your syllabus here. Then last part of your syllabus from class 8 point of view is probability. So probability also you have done in your previous classes. Measurement of uncertainty is the probability, and the probability that is called empirical probability is the total favorable outcomes. Total favorable outcomes divided by total possible outcomes. All the times you need to focus your attention upon this. This is the key formula to calculate the probability of an event taking place. So I started onwards the definition of data to probability, how to calculate the probability. These all the things I have shared with you through this lecture are the part of your syllabus in your this topic of data handling. So by the next video lectures you will be getting the solution of your exercise, but my humble request to you is go through the first exercise and then see the things you have finished in your previous classes, that is like your frequency distribution table. I said definitely you have done, bar graph you have done, so at least you try to finish those questions, and if any doubts are there you are most welcome that you can ask during the live class. So I will be sharing the answer of those with you there. Till then, bye bye. Have a good time. Thank you.